World at War, considered the greatest World War II game made in the Call of Duty franchise. With an excellent campaign and a fun multiplayer, it seemed like the game was perfect at the time of release. But Treyarch added something else. Treyarch did something different. They added a new mode, that being Nazi zombies. After beating the campaign, you would unlock Nazi zombies with a map called Nacht der Untoten. Nacht der Untoten was an important step, and while it might not hold up the same as it did when it first released, it is still one of the most important maps to ever release. No matter what negative things I say about this map isn't bad because it was the first map. It gives a little bit of credit where it is. It is the first map. We're not expecting, the greatest map of all time. But anyways, let's get into this. And the first part we're going to be going over is the story. And well, there is no story. Nacht der Untoten doesn't have a story, basically. It has really nothing. Nacht der Untoten is located in an abandoned airfield. That's like the best you can get out of this. You are 4 Marines spending as long as you can surviving the undead. That's basically it. I think you're group 935 or something like that. I don't know. But you have, there's no story. There is also no Easter egg. No main quest, no nothing. Literally. Just because this is the first map, it doesn't mean that the rest of them don't have Easter eggs and stories. And so because of that, this gets penalized for it. Literally, I have almost nothing to talk about here. What am I supposed to say? There's no story. There literally is nothing to say. The story gets a 1 out of 10. And that's not because it's bad. It's just because there's nothing there. There's literally no story. A bad story, I can at least give something. But what am I supposed to give this? There's literally nothing. There's nothing. Now we're going to be talking about the gameplay, and Nacht der Untoten actually doesn't have the worst gameplay ever. It's just that it's just bare bones. I understand, again, I'm going to say it 100,000 times. It is the first map ever. I'm not expecting, super grandioso things. All I can literally say is that this game is luck. That's all it really is. You got to get lucky with a lot of things. First of all, the zombies in this game are absolute idiots. They cannot swing at you for anything. I will be running past them and they don't swing, but then all of a sudden they just double swipe me and you're gone. Yeah, you're a 2-hit. A 2-hit. While the gameplay is somewhat fun, the problem is it's bare bones. It is the first map, I understand that. I get it. It was just basically a tech demo. While it has some good qualities, it's just kind of basic. And also it is very luck driven, with the luck being from the mystery box, which we're going to go talk about the mystery box. Mystery box is in the help room, and when you buy it for 950 points, it spins all the guns, and it will give you a random one. Now, the mystery box can either be your best friend or a nightmare. Either you can get gray guns like the ray gun, or you get crap guns like snipers, which suck because you're slow as shit. And with the mystery box luckin', and with a lack of good wall weapons, with only really the Bar and Thompson coming to mind as good weapons for long rounds, it just isn't the best. Grenades take forever to go off. Molotov cocktails don't work whenever you get those. Anything that's not fully automatic is going to get you killed, so you got to basically always be having somewhat of an automatic weapon. The ray gun, though, the first ever wonder weapon. It's good, but it can kill you in 1 hit. 1. Yeah, that's just fantastic. Fantastic.
Say that again?
But there are some good parts. The zombies are idiots. They barely swing at you at all. Until they decide to, of course, but that's different. Training in this map is not completely easy. Not the hardest thing ever. You got some good train spots. Just don't open up the staircase in the first room and you're good, and you'll be fine. But the best part, honestly, of the Nacht der Untoten gameplay are the barriers. The barriers have basically been removed from modern Call of Duty because, well, they're useless now. But in Nacht der Untoten, they're very important. It gives you a line of defense that you don't really get because there's nothing you can do to really power yourself other than get new guns in the mystery box. And along with it giving you extra points, it's only worth it to go do it. It slows down the zombies, it gets you more points, and it allows you to block off areas and get the zombies bunched up. I find myself getting higher rounds when I use the barriers to my advantage, going into my favorite train room and blocking them off, and then just kind of running around. But unfortunately, I really can't say much after that. And then there's the power-ups, which are fun. You get insta-kill, nukes, which don't give you points for some reason, double points, and max ammo, of course. So, you know, just the basic power-ups that does its job. Unfortunately, after round 5, the zombies become sprinters. And while they're not the Varuk sprinters, which we'll talk about in the Varuk video, they're still fast. Basically, after round 10, that's when most people start dying, including me. My high round is round 12, and, well, that's because I'm ass at Nacht der Untoten and classic zombies in general. But after, basically, if you get a ray gun, you're not getting any more powerful. And unfortunately, well, this game just traps you. And so then you just get trapped and killed, and, well, half the time I die, and I don't even realize until it says, you died. Because for some reason you can still walk and do stuff when you die, because, you know, this game's from 2008. So while the gameplay isn't bad, it isn't the greatest thing ever, so I'm going to have to give it a 5 out of 10. For when it was released and what it had going for it, it's pretty good, but unfortunately compared to what we have now, no. And before we continue, guys, I actually got a caller on the phone, and they want to tell me what they think of Nacht der Untoten. Hello, sir. What do you think of Nacht der Untoten?
It's a good starting map for zombies. Closed off, fun, addicting. Thank you for having me on. Make sure to sub to my channel. It will hopefully be in the description.
So what you're saying is Nacht der Untoten is ass.
That is not what I said.
That's what he said.
Wait, what do you mean? That's not what I said.
I'm deaf.
Wait, then how do you make videos?
Well, guys, I don't like this guy's opinions. Thank you for calling me at Doggy on YouTube. Go subscribe to him or something, and let's go get back to what I think. Now we're moving on to the personality, and this is where Nacht der Untoten really starts to look special. Nacht der Untoten has a completely different feel to the rest of the Zombies franchise. No map feels as scary or as dark. The visuals of it with the fog, the simple colors, the old graphics, there's something about it just hits differently. There's something about the zombies and the way they don't have their screeches and sounds and all that. With all of it goes, it just feels different from any other zombies experience. If you go play BO3 Nacht der Untoten, it just doesn't feel the same. It's just not the same with the more revamped graphics. There's something about the classic look of it that just makes it feel completely different. Along with this, it's just a dark night, you know, it really gets that fear in you, you know, no other map scares me really as much as this map. This map is just something about it. I don't like being near the zombies, I don't like being in it. There's just something about it that's, you know, still a little frightening. And so with all of this, I'm going to be giving the personality a 7 out of 10. The game really shines in this area. It just has a different feel to the rest of the series, and I feel like that makes it special. And now we're going to be talking about the final part of Nacht der Untoten, which is the replayability. One of the most overlooked aspects of zombies maps is their replayability. How replayable are them? Yeah, a map may be good, but if I don't want to play it after a while, it's not a good map. Maps where I can consistently play them are just going to be better than other maps. A map like Terminus, for example, I love the map, but for some reason there's something about it where I just only want to play it maybe like once or twice, and I don't want to play it again for a while. Nacht der Untoten, though, does not have this problem. First of all, it has one of the nicest features for a simple zombies game, that it doesn't end. Once you die, you just go right back to a new match. That is such a good quality of life feature for such a small map. This allows the game to feel quick and seamless, and with a consistent strategy that is very simple for Nacht der Untoten, at least mine, it makes it very easy to want to come back and play, because I can try to get higher and higher rounds, and it's all based off just trying to get more done. Other maps have way more complex systems that I don't understand, which make me not want to play them. While this map, well, all you gotta do is open up a mystery box and you're good. And every time I play, I'm trying to get a higher and higher round, and so it makes it fun and replayable. Zombies aren't too slow, they're not too fast, everything just feels perfect with the replayability here. The rounds super simple to go through. You can get a consistent strategy, and then once you get to the mystery box, you just hope it's good to you. And there's not many things to worry on spending, and that just makes it even easier to play. So I'm going to give the replayability here an 8 out of 10. I know it's a little high, but Nacht der Untoten is just one of the easiest maps to play. I find myself coming back to this map and just continuing to play it. It's just a fun little map you can play. Nacht der Untoten, while being the first attempt and basically not having anything to look at story-wise, has a lot of redeeming qualities. This was just a little test. This was just to put their feet in the waters and say, what do we have here? It has now spiraled into one of the 3 core modes of Call of Duty. We have gotten multiple kinds of zombies from multiple different kinds of developers. We have had, like, at this point, 10 zombies modes. It's completely insane. The thing got all of this started because there was walking animations and they said they kind of looked like zombies when they were on fire. Overall, this map gets a 5 out of 10. While it isn't the greatest map ever and it has a lot of flaws, the fact is it was the first attempt. It's charming and it's easy and simple to play, and that will overall always be better than a bad map. This map does nothing offensively wrong. It had no idea what it was doing. It was a test run, and the fact is it's actually really good for a test run. So now let's pull up the tier list, which we'll put like right here. So here's the tier list. As we can see, Nacht der Untoten is at number 5. This is going to be filled out over the series, and so you can see where I rank the maps. If you see a ranking that you don't agree with later on the Rhine, just look at these videos and you can see why I say them. And if you still disagree, you don't know what zombies is. I'm joking. If you disagree with any of my opinions here, they're just my opinions. There's nothing wrong, and you can have your own opinion. You could think Nacht der Untoten is the greatest map. You could think it's the worst map. The whole point of opinions is that they're going to be different. So don't hate on anyone. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this next iteration of JD, I guess. I hope you guys did enjoy. What do you think of Nacht der Untoten? Did you like it? Do you not like it? Was this video good? Do I look like an idiot? I probably do. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.